Okay guys, last part, this is part 3. Now remember how we said it's really important that you have the units that are the same on either side? That's the same when it comes with to decimals. You can't have a decimal. Remember what we did before when we were doing, what were we doing? Fractions, we couldn't have decimals. So if you get an example that looks like this, if you get 3.5 is to 4.25. Now remember how we bumped them out, we multiplied them out last time, and what we did to this side we have to do to this side. So if we bump him out one space, and this becomes 35, we have to bump that one out one space, but then he sits over there. So we have to bump him out a further time to make him 425, but how many times have you moved it? You've moved it once, you've moved it twice. This has to move twice too. So it goes once and twice, and what do we put in there? A 0. So that's 350 is to 425, and then you say, oh my goodness, all right, because you got to try and bring that down. And what you could do would be to divide it by 50. If you divided that by 50, you would probably get 70. And if you divided that one by 50, you would get, yes, I am looking at the answers, 85. And then over here, you could divide that one further by 5, and you would get 14. And if you divided that one, you would get 17, which is your final answer. But most important thing is, if you have a decimal, bump it out, but you bump them both the same amount of times, and neither of them are allowed to have a decimal in them. So let's do another example. Let me look over the page. Let's do 284 and 68. So we've got 2, what is it? 2, yes it is, 2.84, that's it. 2.84 is to 6.8, okay? So I have to bump him how many times? Once, twice to get that over there, so that would be 284. So therefore I have to bump him twice. Once, twice, fill him in with a 0, he becomes 680. Okay, now use your calculators. I don't think I've got mine around here, but you would then change that. You can see those are both even, so I would divide them by 2, divide them by 2. You can divide, I don't care if you write down as many of these is fine, as long as when you get to the end, you can't divide them any further. Okay, so remember, bump them out both the same amount of time so that both of them have no decimals. And that's it, guys. So I want you to do number 3. Remember to come up and get them checked from me, and keep going. Go through the whole unit. You'll love this. See ya.